Okay, beautiful. I am going to be channeling for you and your twin flame. You believe you are in a relationship with your soulmate, but your twin flame has recently come back into your life and shown you love in ways that you never knew were possible. So you are wondering, how do you let go of your soulmate who is clinging to you for dear life? Very karmic energy coming through, by the way, because you don't want to hurt this person, but you do care about them, so that you can truly be with your twin flame, the person that you are in love with. He is everything that you've ever wanted and need to be with him is what you feel. You see your future with him, which, by the way, when I see that future energy, it's very, very bright. It's very full of life. So I can see why you are feeling drawn to him. You just don't know how to move forward with the situation. So immediately what's coming through here is to take your time. There's no rush. The integration, or the transition, I should say, the transition from this past connection into a connection that you've literally been waiting your whole life for. And what's even interesting that's coming through for your twin flame is that when you parted ways, you knew you were going to come back together. There's somewhere deep inside of you that knew that you were going to end up together. And I think that's why there's like this pressure of it needs to happen now. Like, I need to get rid of this person now, or not get rid of, but like you need to break ties with this person so that you can truly be with this person. But here's what's coming through for you. Baby steps are actually really big steps for the union of you and your true divine counterpart, your twin flame, this person that you've mentioned. Because if you were to just rush into things, like cut ties with the past and then rush right into this, there's going to be a lot coming up for you, almost too much to the point that it actually pushes you away from one another. And then it's going to push you into confusion with the past relationship with them, because you're going to be on your own, standing here and being pulled in two different directions. So there's actually a reason why it's happening in this way for you. It's happening so that you can ease into this new relationship. And also, you're going to need to take the time to learn this person, because you've both changed over time, and you also need to allow this person the time to learn you. So just to provide some clarity here to move forward in, you are making the right decision in choosing this person. There's a reason why they're coming back into your life, and there's a reason why it's happening now. This soulmate, I'm hearing, served a purpose as being a friend. Like you needed that person with you to journey through life with. And you're not doing anything wrong by letting this person go, by cutting ties, whatever that might look like for you. You're not doing anything wrong. And the obsessive thoughts that I'm also picking up from this past soulmate energy that you mentioned have more to do with that person and their like I'm picking up on obsessive nature. Like, you're not the only thing that they feel this way towards, and they're compensating for something. Like, there's a lack of balance in this person's life. I'm being shown that they're not very motivated. Like, they don't accomplish a lot, especially as far as like career and work goes. It's just not something that's ever been their primary focus. You were kind of like, I'm hearing, a gateway for them, or even like a getaway drug. It's almost as if like where they lacked in the term of like finances and like career and purpose for themselves, they found that in you. But at the same time of finding it in you, it's almost as if they just kind of like took a hold of your energy rather than appreciated it and cared for it and nurtured it. Like, they did the best they could. You both did just fine. Like, there's nothing too crazy to dive into there. But I can see how it's going to be a little sticky, you moving from this past person into a connection that's better for yourself. Now, here's the key for you. Here's like what's going to unstick this glue energy is it's calling the power to yourself from your twin flame, and also back from this past energy. Like, your twin flame, let me put it like this person that has re-entered your life is meant to be what inspires you to break away from what no longer serves you and step into a new energy for yourself, embody a new role for yourself, for the way that you show up in this world, because how you showed up in this past connection is not how you can show up in this upcoming twin flame connection. You can't be the same person that you were. So you do have to kind of break through those limitations, break through those illusions, those barriers, those blockages, and it's like really kick it into gear. Really focus that energy back on yourself, what inspires you, what compels you to show up every day in an energy of gratitude and joy, and keep moving in that direction. And your journey is not going to look linear. It's not going to be like, phew, take off. It's going to be more like, okay, we're climbing a hill, we're coming down. We're climbing a hill, we're coming down. Like, it's not going to feel like the toxic push and pull energy. It's more just going to, this might help you, is realizing that as you call in this really powerful love energy, this true love divine connection, and you're releasing what no longer serves you and what cannot come with you, holding space for both of those experiences and all of the in between as well, which is honestly the full embodiment of who you are meant to be, which is just like acceptance, understanding, compassion. So holding space for the times when you feel really good and also the times when you feel really low is going to be a really big part of making this transition happen in a way that doesn't feel like you're just cutting something off cold turkey. It doesn't feel like you're leaving something open. Like, this smooth transition is actually going to allow you to gently close one door and walk a few steps before you gently open the other. So as tempting as it is to just rush back into this person's arms, and that's not to say that you can't have these passionate moments with this person, but what is necessary is it's mostly like compassion for yourself, understanding that you are not doing anything wrong by choosing yourself, by choosing a greater path, or what you believe to be a greater path for yourself. Because it's not that you're choosing a greater person, quote unquote. It's that you're choosing a greater version of yourself that is more in alignment with a different person. And that's going to take kind of like the guilt and shame out of, oh, well, I spent this much time with this person. Yeah, that's amazing. If you no longer feel the need to spend any more time within that connection, within that version, because here's the thing, is that connection is simply a mirror to who you are. Like, it's basically an expression of who you are. And if you no longer resonate with who you are allowed to change that, and you are allowed to move out of that energy, especially if you feel like, by the way, there's something, for some reason, there's this energy of like this person holding on to something, like something that you did or something that you said. They're holding on to like a really powerful characteristic of yourself that does not work in your favor. And you might know what it is. Like, it could have something to do with your weight, or it could just have something to do with, it's just something that pulls you down, something to do with your weight, or something to do with, it's like you not, it's almost as if like they get upset that you don't carry their weight for them, when in actuality you're literally carrying all the weight, and that might physically be manifesting into your life as weight. So there's, like I said, that person is like holding on to this, right? And so that's no longer a safe environment, a safe connection for you to remain in. And you allowing yourself to break free from that and step into this, it's like responsibility, because what comes next is taking responsibility for yourself. That action of taking responsibility and realizing what it is you desire to experience and what it is you no longer do, that act of responsibility is going to be such a powerful, what do you call it? Like key, code, activator for you to step into this energy. So just to clarify and bring it all together, you are making a very, very big decision. And it's a very good decision that you're making. And all of the stuff that's going to come in between is simply happening and simply being brought to the surface so that you can see it, so that you can choose to release it, and so that you can really confirm and solidify your choice to be something better, to experience a higher level of love with this person. So I'm really happy for you, and I wish you all the best on this journey with your true divine counterpart.